Black woman CEO's seat stolen by white man. Minutes later, he's dragged off the plane. Wait a second, tell us where you're watching from in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more powerful stories like this. She boarded the flight dressed in sharp navy blue, calm and composed, ready to lead a global summit. But as she approached her first-class seat, a white man was already there, legs crossed, coat draped like royalty. He looked up and smirked. "This can't be your seat," he said without hesitation. The flight attendant didn't ask questions, just told her to wait in the back while they sorted it out. But what neither the man nor the airline knew was who she was and what was about to unfold. Watch until the end. Justice hits at 30,000 feet. Danielle Price wasn't just another passenger. She was the CEO of one of the most influential tech companies in America. Her journey wasn't easy. Years of discrimination, silent boardrooms, and decisions doubted because of her skin color. But today, she stood at the top. She was flying to London for a global innovation summit where she'd keynote alongside world leaders. She arrived early, checked in smoothly, and was escorted toward her first-class seat, a small but earned luxury after decades of struggle. But before she could even sit, she was stopped. A man, already in her seat, claimed it as his own. The flight attendant, quick to side with him, didn't check the ticket. Instead, she asked Danielle to step aside. No explanation, no apology, just assumptions. But Danielle wasn't new to being underestimated, and this flight was about to become a lesson in why you should never judge a woman by her color or her calm. Danielle stood silently, clutching her boarding pass, the words "Seat 2A" printed in bold. The man laughed softly, shaking his head as if the idea of a black woman in first class was absurd. "There must be a mistake," he said. The attendant nodded, turning to Danielle. "Ma'am, the economy is back that way." The humiliation wasn't new, but it still stung. Passengers stared, some rolled their eyes, others looked away, pretending not to see what was happening. She could have shouted, she could have demanded justice, but instead, she calmly handed over her ticket. The flight attendant hesitated, eyes narrowing. Still, she said nothing. Then a quiet voice came over the intercom. "We're preparing for takeoff. Passengers, please be seated." Danielle didn't move. She reached into her leather case and pulled out her ID, a platinum airline executive badge marked VIP, the kind only the highest-ranking partners carry. Within minutes, a second attendant arrived, whispering something to the first. Faces paled. The captain was notified. Security was discreetly called. The man in her seat scoffed, still unaware. But whispers spread. People began filming. What started as a silent insult was about to become a public reckoning. Danielle's calm wasn't weakness, it was power, restrained. And now, it was about to erupt, not with shouting, but with consequences. Because on this flight, power had a seat, and she was done standing. The plane paused on the runway. 2 airport security officers boarded, followed by the captain himself. The man in 2A laughed until the officers asked for his ticket. He had none, not for that seat. "I was told to sit here," he muttered, but no one had. The captain turned to Danielle, apologizing with visible shame. Then, to the man, "You need to come with us." He resisted briefly until they escorted him off the aircraft. Passengers watched in stunned silence. Some clapped, others lowered their heads, ashamed they had said nothing. Danielle took her seat, calm, dignified. The plane moved forward, not just toward London, but toward a long overdue truth. Power doesn't always manifest in the way you expect, and silence doesn't mean surrender. Danielle gave her keynote the next day, calm, commanding, brilliant. But it wasn't just her innovations people talked about. News of the incident had gone viral. The video of her badge, her poise, and her dignity in the face of dismissal sparked a wave of conversations. The airline issued a public apology. The man banned indefinitely. But Danielle didn't speak about the incident. She let the world draw its conclusions. She had planes to catch, futures to build. Because this wasn't just about her. It was about every black woman whose authority is questioned, whose seat is stolen, literally or figuratively. how many more times will dignity have to prove itself before it's respected? If you enjoyed this story and found it thought-provoking, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more powerful narratives. Please share your thoughts in the comments. Take care.